I am so excited to be back from vacation. I've been gone for a week and I'm ready to work. You know, everyone needs a vacation every now and then. I'm also excited that it's May 1st because it's the beginning of a brand new month. Everybody loves a fresh start, don't they? I am really, really excited about my Patreon for the month of May. It's called Declutter Now. And every day I'm going to be giving my patrons a challenge of what to declutter that day, something to do to make their life better for the full month of May. So I'm real excited about that, and I can't wait for you to be excited about it too and join me. You can join Patreon for $5 a month and get that particular monthly challenge that I give some kind of a something every month, something different. I'm trying now to give something different every month. So for the month of May, the challenge is decluttering. For the month of April, we were called March into April, and it was like a little mini boot camp to do exactly what I said to do. I don't know how many people actually did it. It takes a lot of self-discipline, but we're doing Get Rid of Clutter Now for the month of May, and that's exciting. People are jumping on this live. I hope that you're in live chat, not top chat. If you're new and you're not used to this, please put your name in so that I can call you by your name if it's not already in your handle. Okay, we have Anita Dotson, Lisa Iao, Zamina Hinkapi. I hope I said that right, Zamina. Nancy Hatfield, Roxanne Wolf, Candace V, Farmilia, Irene Rogers. Welcome to my live chat. Tracy is here. She says, I love the decluttering challenge. I'll hop on over. Yes, Tracy, come on over. Tony Rose, good morning. What did you say? What's that about May? In May for Patreon, we're doing Get Rid of Clutter Now. It's a challenge to get rid of clutter. Every day I'm going to give you an inspiration. Roxanne Wolf, I might move to a place that has room inspections. Roxanne. Susie Q is here, and Shannon Anglican is here. Mary Sellers says good morning and roll tide, and Mr. B is here. So if I missed a comment, oh, I love a decluttering challenge. I'll hop on over. I read that. Let me see if there's any other. I have Happy Mays and Hi Cats. You guys are sweet. Michelle Kennedy Hawkins, woohoo! I love when the first of the month is a Monday. It feels extra satisfying to start zone one on a Monday the 1st. Tony Rose said, challenge accepted. Yes, we're going to, on the Patreon, we're going to be doing every day, and your first one came out today, Declutter Now. I'm so excited about it. And I was telling you, if you weren't here in the very, very beginning, I'm back from vacation. I'm rejuvenated. It's wonderful to have a vacation. I ate crazy stuff. And so I suffered for that last night. I think it caught up with me. I'm refreshed and I'm going right back into my Weight Watchers the way it should be. I just have a new determination. I think everybody needs a rest every now and then. And if you never get one, at least take a free day. Okay? I don't take a free day because I work all the time, but I do have Wednesdays off, but that's when I get things done. So anyway, how's everybody doing? So happy to have you here. I'm starting early today because I wanted to. I felt inspired and I wanted to jump in. So Mr. B says, if you want to be personally mentored by me, I have quite a few spots that have come open. And I'm really excited to see who I'm going to meet. So if you're in Patreon, if you're a patron, send me a message. There's a way to send me a personal message instead of a public message, and you can see it right on there when you're in Patreon. And tell me if you're interested, and give me your phone number so I can call you and we can see what I have available. I have maybe 4 $50 slots and 1 monthly slot and 1 financial slot. So that's what I have available. Those $50 slots can also be magic meal planning if that's what you're interested in. So I can mentor you in finances, I can in your budget, I can mentor you in your meal planning, and I can mentor you in your house. And I'm excited to do that for you and with you, because actually I'm just going to be cheering you on, being firm but kind, and you're going to be doing the work. And at the end, people always say, oh, Kat, thank you so much. You helped me so much. And my house is all beautiful because of you. And I say, no, it's because of you. Because of you, because you did the work. This is driving me crazy. Hold on. Is it still showing? A little. Darned OCD. Anyway, so if you're interested, please, now is the time. It's the first of the month. Contact me so I can get with you right away and plug you in those spots, okay? All right. And see, I don't want you to just sign up, because what if I don't have the slot you want? Maybe I don't have the day you need or the time you need. So I'd rather you just be the $5 person out there doing the, challenge of the month, and then send me a note that says, hey, Kat, I'm interested, and I'll contact you. And if we can get you in a spot, if it suits you, then I'll put your name in there, hold it for you, and then you can pay for it. Okay? All right, let's see what we've got here. Tony says, going for cataract surgery on both eyes this Wednesday. No heavy lifting for a week. Clutter is light. I can do it with you. Yes, you can, Tony. I don't think you can bend over for a bit, but you do what the doctor says. You know what? If you have to take off entirely, it's okay. You'll be fine. I'm so glad you're having that done. Everybody that I know who's had that done says that their life went from yellow and dingy to bright and clear, and they didn't even know it. So I think you're going to have a nice surprise when your eyes are healed. Hey, Joyful Noise. Mom, that's Jocelyn. Good morning. Shannon said, can we talk about weekly home blessing? We can, Shannon. Today is weekly home blessing hour, so let's talk about it. Do you have a particular question, or do you need to go over all the steps? I'd like to know. Candace, we got our new home in Southwest Washington last Wednesday. Yay! And the realtor is working on selling our Southern California house, so no more having to drive back and forth. What a relief, Candace. Mr. B said, he's talking about the Catholic Flylady. I have an inspirational channel as well called the Catholic Flylady. I am Catholic. I am a Christian. Christians or even non-Christians are welcome to join and get inspiration every day. It will be coming from my perspective, and I take what I'm saying and relay it to what we're doing in the home a little bit. It's a real quickie every day. It's about 3 minutes. Shannon said, love hearing the steps to get motivated. Okay, we'll go over the steps. Zamina said, in need of encouragement to declutter. Zamina, please sign up if you haven't already to Patreon. You're going to have encouragement 5 days a week to declutter. And if you happen to be a payroll homemaker, you can use those declutter videos if you don't have time during the week on Saturday. Okay?
And it costs less than a cup of Starbucks.
It does cost less than a cup of Joe. That's the other thing. On my vacation, I went to Starbucks a lot, and I spent money every day like a crazy person, but it was great. It was vacation. It was a staycation. I loved it. I got some really delicious drinks.
Crazy for you is probably not crazy for me.
Oh yeah, that's me being crazy. Okay, Lita said something here. Let's see. Lita said, good morning. Hey, Lita. Thumbs up, everyone. Thank you. There's only 7 thumbs up on here, girls. What's happening? Okay, let's go over the steps of the weekly home blessing hour. First of all, we don't make our beds on Monday if we're at-home homemakers. If we're payroll homemakers, we don't make our beds on Saturday. We strip them and we let them air out. We put the sheets in the washing machine. When they're done, we put them in the dryer. When they're done, we put them back on the bed. That's when we make the bed. So the bed gets an opportunity to air out. You don't have to fold the ones that you've just washed. You just put them right back on your bed. And I personally think they're sweeter because they're fresh out of the dryer, and they're not wrinkled at all because you put them right back on the bed. Otherwise, you're going to be, and I'm a pretty good folder. You're going to be dealing with, the corner pockets and folding and all that, and it's just a waste of time. So don't bother with using something that you have on the shelf. Use these ones that you've just washed. And then the other thing is, use this as an opportunity to declutter your linens. When you're looking in there, say, well, Kat said put the same ones back on over and over, and keep one set as backup in case I get a hole in one, or or something gets spilled and I need to strip them off and put a new one on in the middle of the night or whatever. But one set for backup is plenty, in my personal opinion. It's your home, it's your bed, you do what you want. This is my experienced recommendation. Okay. The next step after stripping the bed is to do the 3 baby jobs. I call them baby jobs because we can give them away to babies, to little kids, not infants, not 3-year-olds, but what you would, I call all children under 8 babies. And so a 6-year-old can do most of these jobs. So I know you can. And I know your 17-year-old can. All right, so here's what you're going to do. you're going to dust the house. Now, you do need a Flylady duster to dust the house. If you don't have one, I highly recommend you purchase one from flylady.net/tools. She had been sold out of them, but she always gets them back. They're the best tools she sells, in my opinion. If you don't have one of those, you do the best you can with what you have. But if you don't want to have to move things around and you just want to quick tickle everything, it just picks up the dust. It's a wonderful thing to do. Remember, when we're doing the weekly home blessing hour, it is not a deep cleaning. It is a blessing hour. So we're just blessing the house. All right, so we're going to dust. We're going to empty the little garbage cans, like in the bathroom, in the office, the little garbage cans you might have around the house. Put new liners in. And then the last baby job is to wipe the spots off the glass. Get a cloth, get it damp. A microfiber cloth is best. Wipe the spots everywhere you see. Now, sometimes a 6-year-old can't reach high enough, but they can get most of it. You can get the rest. All right, next is the 2 floor jobs, and this is the end of your jobs. So we're going to take care of all the floors. We're going to vacuum or dust mop. If you have hard surfaces, most people have something they can vacuum. You can even vacuum hard surfaces, or run your little vacuum, your little electric vacuum, your little round. I have something called what's it called? Besides Hazel, what's it called? Hang on.
Eufy.
Oh, it's a Eufy. Eufy? Is that right? Anyway, but I know they have all different kinds. But you can run that, or you can vacuum. But if you're going to vacuum yourself, I recommend picking 5 main rooms and working for 2 minutes in each room. That's hard to do. 2 minutes is not as long as you think. So you're just getting the middles and going on. Remember, we are not deep cleaning, we're blessing. And finally, we're going to mop the kitchen for about 3 minutes and mop the bathrooms. I hope you don't have a big old rag mop or a spin mop or any of that mess. You just need a little O-Cedar spray mop. Some people have those other ones that you have to buy the solution. I personally recommend the O-Cedar because you can just make your solution by putting a capful of something like Mrs. Meyer's in the water, and it lasts, and you just push the little trigger and mop with a little microfiber head, take it off and put it in the washer. So you don't have to keep buying paper heads, and you don't have to keep buying solution like Swiffer. But if you have Swiffer and that's all you have, use what you have. Okay, that's the weekly home blessing hour. In the end, put everything away nicely so that when you get it out next week, it'll be easy. So you're going to put the microfiber head in the wash, the cloth that you cleaned the glass with in the wash. We're going to throw the trash away. We're going to empty the vacuum cleaner and clean out the roller brush if hairs have gotten wrapped around that. It takes a few minutes, but it's what you need to do in order to be prepared for the next time. And then wrap the cord nicely. Don't just slop it around there. Do it nicely and clip it in. Each one of those little cord things has a little slot to mash onto the cord, so it'll hold it in place. And then put it away where it belongs. And the same with your mop. Put it away where it belongs. Okay? All right, that's it. Any questions about weekly home blessing hour? Let's see. I've got some comments here. Hi, Mimi. Mimi Chapman. Sheets on the clothesline have the sweetest scent when you get in bed. Absolutely. The Catholic Flylady. This is Jamie. The Catholic Flylady is well worth the $5 a month. I love the encouragement and inspiration each morning. Thank you, Jamie. Tracy said, I'm getting ready to order one of those dusters. Do you recommend anything else from Flylady? She has a lot of good tools, honestly. She has done her homework, and she has a lot of good tools. You just have to look and see what you think you might need. Don't be crazy and buy everything. Just mainly get the Flylady duster. That is the best. Yeah, and then I've had just about everything she has, and I love her toilet brush. I think it's fantastic. There's something called Rubba Scrubba. Those are nice. But don't go crazy. She has great microfiber towels. I haven't found anything I didn't like from her. But you can spend a lot of money. The purple cloths, that's Shannon. Those are good. Those are the microfiber towels, microfiber cloths. We have a sip of this delicious coffee. All right. My hair's a little frizzy. We've been having rain. Rain, go away. But it's yesterday it was windy after the big bad rain here in North Florida. And today we have Beautiful spring weather. It's cool. I had to wear a sweater outside this morning, but it's going up to 80 today. Bright, beautiful skies, beautiful blue skies with white clouds. I hope where you live has good weather too. I know some of you do have bad weather, but we all have it from time to time. So it's no excuse not to do our work. Even if the lights go out, you can dust, you can mop, you can empty the garbage cans, you can wipe the glass. You may not be able to vacuum, but you could dust mop. Deborah Holcomb. Hi, Deb. Good morning, Kat. My problem is clutter from my eBay business. It has spilled into every area of my home. I've been struggling for a month to get things listed and sold. Deborah, my solution to any kind of clutter like that is organization, and that simply means put like things together. So if you're selling different kinds of things, put your like things together in different boxes so you know where to go to get them, and inventory that box so you know what's in there. So when you're selling, you'll know. Keep your mail folders together. Larry used to sell on eBay. What else do you have with eBay clutter?
Well, you just need to. I kept my stuff. You know, we had a place under the stairs, and I just kept my stuff there.
Yeah.
I had a shelf in the garage that I put stuff on the shelf, and I knew exactly. After I listed it, I put it there. I knew where to go get it to ship it.
See, so he had an organization where after he's already listed it, he put it on a set of shelves in the garage. He put all of his supplies under in the closet under the stairs. And I know, remembering looking at his desk, that sometimes it could look messy while he was working on shipping, but when he was done, he stacked all of his mailers together and he put all that stuff away. So if you've got it spread all over your house, then my suggestion is go through the house with a laundry basket, collecting it, and then putting it made me make yourself 4 or 5 boxes or get a shelf or whatever, and put like things together. That's where you start, okay? And that'll make you feel better. Okay, and I know you're trying to get rid of it. I hope that helps, Deborah. I've also taken a trunk load of old stock to donate every week for a month. Still overwhelmed. Any ideas? So those are my ideas. So if you have old stock that you can't sell, you can't move, then take it and give it away, like you said. Joyful Noise Mom is Jocelyn. We have the most glorious elongated spring here. Spring usually lasts just a week or two. The cool, crisp weather has been so nice, Jocelyn. Yeah, that's the way it is here in the Jacksonville, Florida area. I'm in St. Augustine. It's like elongated, but it'll go away soon. Chilly in Central California, 45 degrees this morning, 92 just on Saturday. Wow, Tony, that's a huge jump. After the routine zone and weekly home blessing, I have some unpacking to do, Candace said. Okay, if you can just relax. And what I recommend if you're unpacking, do you mean unpacking from a trip or do you mean unpacking boxes? I think you mean from a trip. So I'll wait for your answer to give you my suggestion. Okay. All right. Another sip of coffee while I wait for more comments. How are we doing on time? Cold in central Wisconsin, 36 degrees and windy. Boxes, Candace said. Okay, but Candace, those boxes are for if you're already doing routine zone weekly home blessing, the unpacking has to wait for the zone that's in. So you're not going to overwhelm yourself with things. That's the rule. So if you have boxes to unpack, Candace, let me just double check. Yeah, that was Deborah. I just want to make sure I'm not mixing you up. Oh, you just moved. Tony just moved Washington from California. Is that Candace who just moved? Is that what Tracy's saying? I get confused who's just moved. Who said they had just moved? I can't go all the way back. If you have to unbox your home, yes, I understand. And the idea, if you are unboxing your home, Candace just moved. Okay.
Candace said she had
she's
routines and zone. And
I got it, babe. I've already read it, babe.
Okay,
I'm already on top of it.
Good.
Thank you for jumping in
you
there.
Didn't know where you were.
No, I didn't know if Candace had just moved or if somebody else had just moved. Anyway, so Have you made your list, Candace, of where you want everything to go before you start putting things away? Because you don't want to willy-nilly put things away or say, well, this is kind of where I had it before. My old house is where I'm going to stick it here. Does it really make sense? Have you taken the time to lay out your house like a blueprint of storage? And that's what you need to do. Take a day and take all the spaces that you have that you can store things in, the built-in spaces and the furniture spaces, and then say, okay, I want to put my dishes here, my cups here, my glasses here, my silverware here, etc. I want to put my underwear here, my socks here, and my pajamas here, and I'm going to hang my clothes here, and my shoes are going to go here, my hats are going to go there, and the kids' toys are going to go here, and the bicycles are going to go there, and the car's going to go here, and just really think about where you want things to be ideally. And then as you unpack, you can say, oh, this belongs to dishes, or this belongs to hats, or this belongs to books, or whatever you've assigned. And then when you get those spaces full and you find more, you're going to have to start decluttering and saying, okay, either I need to move where I'm going to keep these things. This wasn't a good solution. Or I'm going to say, I'm going to not be able to keep all of these things. So let me get rid of these that I never use, love, look at. Has it been 90 days? Has it been 5 years? How long has it been since you used this thing? You know, think about it. There's so many rules. There's a 20-20 rule. The 20-20 rule is something like, if it will take you less than 20 minutes to get it and $20 to buy it, then you should get rid of it. There's another, the 90-day rule. If you haven't used it in 90 days, get rid of it. Then there's another 5-year rule. If you haven't, you know, there's so many rules. I don't want to give you rules. I want to give you guidelines to say, yeah, in general, I don't use this because I probably don't love it as much as I thought I should. And I just feel guilty because Uncle Bruce gave it to me or whatever, you know, just let it go. All right. Linda Robinson, good morning from New Hampshire. Ernestine Frame, good morning from Kansas. I don't know, I've got people from Texas and Washington and California and it's all the places, Alabama, all the states. So glad to have you here this morning. So happy to have you here. And I'm so, so happy to be your fly lady. Have I told you that lately? I'm so happy to be your fly lady, to be able to help you with what bothers you, what's bothering you in your house, to help you get organized, to help you line up your house so that you can feel streamlined and you can feel peaceful and you can feel in control. You know, that's really what I want. I'm so happy to be your fly lady. I'm so honored that you come and visit me on my channel. I'm so honored that you join me as a patron. I'm so blessed and honored and delighted when I get to personally mentor you. I get to finally meet you. You know, the funny thing is when I call them for the first time, some of them are a little starstruck, which is so weird to me, but they are. And they'll say, oh my gosh, I can hardly breathe. I'm talking to Kat, you know, and it's like, well, I just want to get them over that hump so fast and let them know that I'm just like you. And I've just got a lot of experience under my belt having done this for so long. You know, I've been mentoring people for 7 years. I've been a mother for 45 years. I've been a homemaker for 46 years. Actually, before that, because when I was single, I was a homemaker. I've been a mess. I've been organized. I've used the Sidetracked Home Executives. I've used the Fly Lady. And now I use my own version of a combination of those things because of my experience, because of my years of using the other things. So I'm so, so pleased when somebody reaches out and says, yes, I want to be mentored because I get to meet you and I get to help you. And it's such an honor. It's such a blessing to me. It is my mission. It is my ministry to help you. And I want you to feel comfortable with me, not scared of me. I want you to feel that this was a good decision for you, a good financial decision to change your life. So I'm excited for you to come to Patreon. I'm excited to mentor you. I'm excited to continue mentoring the ones I already am mentoring. You know, and it doesn't matter to me if you can only stay 3 months or you want to stay for 3 years. It doesn't bother me either way. I just want to take care of you. Okay? All right. Hi, Margaret. So please reach out. If you're afraid, if you're a little starstruck, please get over that. You know, it's just me. And I know the ones who know me are like, whatever. It's just Kat. She screws up. She forgets when the appointments are sometimes. You know, I do. I do. It's embarrassing, but sometimes I'm pretty good, but sometimes things get scrambled up, just like you scramble things up.
Where's your phone right now?
Where is my phone? It's right here. It's right here. But sometimes I look for my phone. I take my little watch, my little Apple Watch, and I have to do that thing where it says there's a little bell on it. See, there's a little bell. Oh, we can't see it. There's a little bell on it, and I ring it from time to time. Actually, I should stop. See, I haven't even stopped my app.
You're distracted.
I'm distracted. It's so fun. There we go. Okay, listen.
It won't do it.
Oh, no, it won't do it because I'm on the phone. Oh, well. Anyway, sweetie pies, I should end my walk that I started earlier today. No, I haven't walked an hour and 49 minutes and 40 seconds. I think it was more like 25, but see, I'm sidetracked. And it's okay because I know you're sidetracked and I don't want you to be nervous, okay? How do you do a cycle in washing dog dishes and laundering bedding? Thanks. What do you mean a cycle? I don't know what you mean by that. You just say, if I'm understanding your question is, when do I plan to wash my dog dishes and do my dog bedding and those kind of things? And you just have to put it in your plan and say, part of my morning routine or part of my evening routine is to wash the dog's dishes. And part of my laundry routine is to have a day to wash or an afternoon to wash the dog's bedding. And part of my routine is to wash the dogs. And part of my routine is to feed the dogs. And part of my routine is to walk the dogs. It's just part of what you do. So when I give you a morning routine, it is a basic routine. Get up, wash your face, brush your teeth, make your bed, get your clothes on, put your makeup on, moisturize your skin, put your clothes on, put your pajamas away, swish and swipe, go in the kitchen, empty the dishwasher, and start something to drink. That's very basic. You might also say, well, I'm going to do my prayers in the morning, and I'm going to walk my dog in the morning, and I'm going to plan it. So if when I tell you get up 30 minutes before the main part of the family or before your children, and you plan 30 minutes, and you say, oh no, but wait, I've got to do these other things, and maybe those other things take you another hour, then you need to get up an hour and a half before the family. If that's when you want to do those things, like walk the dog and say your prayers. So that's what I want you to do. Okay? I hope that answered that question. All right.
Did you read Candace's comment?
Candace made a comment. You've helped me so much, and it has made such a difference in my home. I can't imagine ever going back to my sloppy ways. Oh, Candace, that's sweet. And I'm so glad. I'm so glad. So, Shannon, did that help you? All right. What else? I think we're going to go. How long have I been on here? Oh, it's only been on here 27 minutes. It feels like...
A lot of people might not even know you come on with 10, so...
Yeah, better stay on, huh? It's 10:10, though. I think everybody should be on here. There's only 47 people on here. Where are you people?
Where's Marty?
Where are you people?
Where's Marty?
Everyone here, I'm preaching to the choir. But for those who aren't here, if you're watching this later, I go live on Mondays at 10 mostly, but today I went at 9:30, and I may do that from time to time. So make sure that your notification bell is on. Okay, so I have to go when I can go, and I have things that affect that, like I don't want my dog in the background making noise, so she's sleeping. All right, let's see. Good morning, Connie. Curious how I plan it? That's how I plan it. I get up in the morning, I feed my dog, I take her out to potty first, I feed her, I get my coffee, we go outside together, I put her in her playpen outside, I say my prayers, I take her for a walk, and then I come in and do my morning routine, and then I get to work. That's how I do mine, because my dog requires going out. My dog requires to eat. My dog requires a walk. I require prayers. So I get up at about 6 o'clock in the morning, and I am ready for the day at about 8:30, sometimes 9. Okay, let's see. Question. Thank you for putting question marks, Roxanne. I have several big projects happening, plus a move coming up. It's just me now. My dog just went over the Rainbow Bridge. Oh, Roxy, that's so sad. I'm so sorry. We didn't have a dog for 20 years because it was so sad when we lost our dog. So, but we now have one again, and it's so pleasant. You were much earlier. I did go early today. No, 9:30 Eastern time. I like hearing your schedule. Thanks, Shannon. Nancy said sorry. Shannon, helpful, thanks. You're welcome. Great call, Joyful Noise Mom, Jocelyn said. Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying this. We're going to go for another 15 minutes, I think. And so I'm open for questions. Are you excited for May? How many of you are going to be on the Patreon Declutter Now challenge with me? Get started today. So if you sign up today, you can go watch it today. Watch the Declutter Now challenge. We're going to do it in zones. And so we're doing all of zone 1 this month, this week, all of zone 1. And then I think we only have 4 zones, if I recall. Hold on. Oh no, we've got 5 zones this month. Let's see. Yeah. On the 8th, we start zone 2. On the 15th, we start zone 3. On the 22nd, we start zone 4. And on the 29th, we start zone 5. And then on June 1st, we have a brand new challenge. So, oh, Nancy said, okay, declutter May. Yeah, declutter now. Capital N, capital O, capital W, exclamation point. Declutter now. Did you put it in that way, Mr. B?
Do you have live chat on?
I do have live
Did
chat
you
on.
chat, Natalie?
I have on live chat. Does everybody else have on live chat?
Natalie S. was before
Hi,
Nancy
Natalie.
H.
I didn't see you, but let me go back and see.
Right after Joyful Noise. Mom. Good morning, Kat. My entry is in pretty good shape.
Let's see. Oh, I do see your question. It didn't show before, Natalie. Good morning, Kat. My entry is in pretty good shape this week. What should I do if I run out of items to get done in that zone? Thanks, Natalie, in Southern California. Hi, Natalie. That's a great question. So if you run out of things to declutter, you deep clean. That's what you do. You deep clean. However, Natalie, I believe you're on my personal plan, which will be different because I'm mentoring you personally. So we will discuss it in our personal conversation, okay? Because you have, I don't know if you girls know it, but when I mentor you, I build you a personal plan. I've just started doing this like last month. I always was personalizing the plan, but this is an absolute personal plan based on the size of your house, the areas that your house needs to be decluttered in, etc. So I'm not going to give you the details because it has to be personalized, and that's what you'll get when you mentor with me. But Natalie, I'll talk to you about your personalized plan again, remember? Okay. All right. But that's a great general question for people who aren't being mentored. If you don't have any clutter, then you deep clean. And I'll mention that starting tomorrow on the videos. Okay? All right. Let's see. Thanks for the information, for the confidence, rather, Jocelyn. Susan, good morning. Yay. Candace, so glad I decluttered everything before I moved. I'll use May to fine-tune everything. Perfect. Micah, working on decluttering for a move. We have 2 houses. We will decide which to put an offer on this weekend after one more walkthrough. Clothes and car for women's shelter now. That's great, Micah. You're such a little worker girl. You work so hard. Natalie, thanks. Looking forward to our convo. Me too, Natalie. Margaret, when I got the alert, you had already been on 25 minutes. You know, I can't control that, and I hate that. I wish I could, but I can't. That's something that's Patreon and
done by YouTube.
YouTube. That's actually done by YouTube. And so they have their own little algorithms of who gets what. I don't know why, but make sure you do have your bell on, okay? And know that I'll be live sometime between 9:30 and 10:30.
You also have to have that bell clicked twice. It has those little
parentheses
things up there. If you don't have that, they'll just notify you every once in a while.
Oh.
But if you have that,
so click the bell twice, he said, and that way when you click the bell twice, the bell goes from a plain bell to a bell with little parentheses around it, and that means you get all notifications.
Yes,
if not, if you could hear him, I'm sure you could. He has a nice deep voice, but I'll repeat it. If you don't do that, it's going to just notify you whenever the heck it wants to. Yep. Yeah. Roxy says, please go over big projects. Okay. Like a project plan because I'm thinking that's what you mean, and that's exactly how I would handle a big project. So for those of you listening, a project plan is a written plan to handle one specific area of your home that you feel like needs to be done before you can even begin to work on the rest of the house. So sometimes people start and they're doing the plan and they're doing the zones, and the whole time they're going, oh my gosh, I can't stand it because that second bedroom is jam full, or I can't stand it because the garage is overflowing, or the laundry room is just such a mess. I feel like I'm stymied. So in that case, you stop doing zone work and you do a project plan. And here's how you do it. So get a piece of paper and a pencil. I'll wait because I'm going to show you how to write a project plan. Don't think you can get along without doing a project plan and writing. I know you think you can. I know you think you can do it in your head, and you can, but it won't be successful. Not like a project plan. Okay? The way you feel with a project plan, those of you who follow me, I know, are sidetracked. You've got to have it written down. So go get a piece of paper and a pencil, and we'll start a project plan. Okay. Tell me when you're ready. Any of those of you who are needing a project plan, give me a thumbs up. And for those of you who don't, I suggest that you make notes because there may come a time when you need a project plan. Could be your yard. You never know what it is. Your pool, your shed. Okay. I'm going to assume there's a thumb. Okay, so here's what we do. We write at the top of the paper the name of the project. So let's just call it by the area. So if it's your yard, your shed, your garage, your guest room, your craft room, your office, whatever it is, your laundry room, you're going to write the title up there. So let's just say laundry room. So put laundry room. Underneath that, here's your piece of paper, and you've got it written up here at the top. Underneath that, about 2 or 3 lines, you're going to have a mission and vision statement. And the mission is what you're doing, and the way it's going to look is the vision, okay? So the mission is, in the laundry room example, I'll give you an idea. You can make yours up based on this. I want to declutter this laundry room and get everything in here that doesn't belong put away, because I want to have a laundry room that is streamlined and pretty, or tidy, or whatever word you want to use, so that when I come in, I can easily wash clothes, dry clothes, fold clothes, and put them away. I can easily access my cleaning products, or whatever it is. So you've got a mission and a vision. I want to get rid of the junk in here so I can blah. So if it was a guest room, I want to get the boxes out of here and all the old papers that I stored in here and the vacuum cleaner out of here, so that I can have this guest room as a pretty respite for my guests when they come in, and they'll have a place to put their clothes and enjoy my home, and I can use it as a reading room when they're not here. You know, just a couple of lines, okay? That's your vision and your mission. You're going to keep that in the forefront of your mind. Now, on that piece of paper, down the left side, you're going to put little dots. Don't put the dots yet, because you're going to write the things you're going to do and then put little dots, okay? So it's going to be bullet points. And you're going to say, and what I would recommend is come into that space and work from the left to the right, clockwise around the room. And you can start at the top or the bottom, whichever works for you, probably the top. So I would say in the laundry room, okay, move boxes to proper storage area. Throw away empty boxes. Get rid of old shoes. People put the weirdest things in their laundry room. Move groceries to a better place. Throw all trash away. Take clothes that haven't been washed in 40 years and are mildewed and throw them away. You know, being ridiculous, but you know, some of this applies. Anyway, you go through and you're writing these little bullet points, and then next to the bullet point in the item, you're going to write how long that's going to take. So really over near the bullet. So that's 5 minutes, and that's 5 minutes, and that's 15 minutes, and that's 30 minutes, and this is 3 minutes, etc. Then at the end, you're going to add up everything that you have to do. And then you're going to say, okay, Kat said I can work a project 30 minutes a day, not 15 minutes a day. So I have 4 days to do this. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 2 hours. So I'm going to set, or on Saturday for 2 hours if you work. Now I'm going to take that total number of minutes and divide it by 120 minutes. And that's going to give me how many weeks this is going to take, because I have 120 minutes a week to work on this. So let's say it came out to 5 weeks. So when you say, all right, now I'm going to put a start date. So you're going to go to the top of the page, and where you wrote your little vision and mission statement over in the corner, you're going to put start date, end date. So start date, let's say we're starting today, so May 1st. And let's say it was 5 weeks, and let's say that's June 12th. I don't know, we're just June 10th. June 10th. But we're going to say if there's more than 3 weeks, we're going to add a week for slippage. So we're going to say 6 weeks. So it'll be June 15th or whatever. Okay. Now we're going to go look at our calendar, and we're going to say, are all these dates available for me to work? Oh, no, I'm going to be on vacation, blah, blah, blah. So let me add another week. So now we're going to move it to June, whatever the next one is, June 22nd. Okay, now you have an end date. That gives you the light at the end of the tunnel, so that you can say this laundry room, this guest room, this craft room, this garage is going to be done on X date, and it's going to look like my vision. It's going to look like my vision. I'm going to be able to enjoy this room for the first time ever. That is a project plan. That's how you work it. That's how you write it. Don't skip it. I have clients that I personally mentor who say they're going to write a project plan, and then they never do, or we write it together and they don't follow it, and then it falls apart, and then they say, you know, it's good enough, I'm going to go work on the rest of my house. And that's what I call my 80%ers. 80% of the people without a plan will not finish the work. 20% will. 80% will not. And don't you want it to be finished? Don't you want it to be like your vision of it? Okay.
5 minutes, read the rest of the comments.
All right, I'm reading the rest of the comments, Mr. B. Thanks for giving me direction.
And then we have to go.
All right. Tracy said, I have a hard time staying on track with getting things done. I get discouraged and fall off the wagon. That's why you need a plan, Tracy. Everybody falls off the wagon. I fall off the wagon. But just know that all your sisters are on the wagon with their hands outstretched saying, come on, Tracy, get back on. Get back on. And so what you're going to do is step back in, just like it's a brand new day, and say, today is Monday, May 1st. I'm going to do my weekly home blessing hour today. I'm going to work in zone 1 today, and I'm going to do my routines today. And I'm not going to worry about yesterday. It's a canceled check. And I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. I'm going to focus on today. And I'm going to enjoy the time off after I do those things. And my world will improve if I do what Kat says. I want you to have a good life. I don't want you to suffer. I'm not trying to make you suffer. I'm trying to make your life better. Don't push yourself so hard that you fall off because you're exhausted. Do what I say, and you'll feel better. Not trying to be too bossy, but I am a little bossy. Okay, so that'll keep you on track. Hey, Debbie. Working on her project, Debbie is. Micah, her process is great. I've completed many using it, and I feel empowered now. Know I could do it. Yes, Micah. Thank you for that. Roxanne Wolf is ready. Mr. B, my bell never rings for Flylady Kat. Been subscribed with the bell and the parentheses for 3 years. Is there anybody at YouTube that can guide me in getting notified? You know, my suggestion is,
The next person has the answer.
and that's what I was going to say. Tony,
The only
Micah
thing I
says,
know.
I had to turn off my notifications and turn them back on after my phone died. And update, you might try that.
Yeah, because you can't talk to nobody at YouTube.
There's nobody to talk to at YouTube. It's too huge.
They all
Margaret, that's a good point. Margaret said, always remember to make a list, because we need lists before you go to the doctor. You know, Margaret goes to the doctor a lot, and it's important to have a list of the things you want to talk to your doctor about, because you know we're sidetracked, and you know we get there and we say, oh yeah, I'm going to ask him all this stuff. And then when you leave and you're in the car driving away, you go, oh man, right? Have a list of what you want to ask him. Have a list. Okay, girls, our time is up.
Don't forget about Patreon this month. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Mr. Beast reminding you that Patreon is going to be great. It is great. We've already started it. It's $5 a month. It is Declutter Now. And also, if you want to be mentored,
Yeah,
please reach out,
most months you
because
don't have any openings.
that's exactly right. I was about to say, most of the time I have very few, if any, openings, and I've got some openings right now. So this is a great time to think about it. If it's being impressed on you to do it, do it. You will find that it's well worth it, and I will do my best to make it well worth it. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.